All right, today I've got one that's kind of weird, but those tend to be my favorites. Stay tuned. All right, today we are doing another one of those the power of fragrance kinds of videos because I've got a really funny one here for you. Today we are talking about Mississippi Medicine from DS&Durga. This one, I'm going to start off by reading you their story. I'm going to start off by reading you their story because what I'm going to talk about is quite a bit different, but I think it's interesting for the frame. So, based on the rituals of the proto-Mississippian death cult of the 1200s, native birch tar, viola, and white spruce grounded in incense and cypress root. This is a weird fragrance. As the kind of suggestion there, actually, so the notes that they have are red cedar, aldehydes, frankincense distillate, cypress root, black pine, cascarilla bark, or sarsaparilla, I'm not sure, incense, Spanish cade, and birch tar. This is a very woodsy fragrance. It's dark, resinous, maybe not resinous, but incensey, smoky. This is such a funny, weird fragrance. So the reason why I say this is weird is because this is a very nostalgic fragrance for me. I hadn't smelled it before this, but it's one of those transportive things. And the slogan of DS&Durga is that perfume is armchair travel. And that is incredibly true. I think a lot of their fragrances have that effect on me. They really send me to a place. They make me think and feel about somewhere else. And in the case of Mississippi Medicine, this to me takes me to spring vacations with my family. The reason why, spring and summer, the reason why is because there is something in here, the woody elements that they're using, coupled with the other things, come across to me like these oars that we would always get out around springtime when the boats were ready to come out. These oars that have like the varnish is kind of peeling off of them and the wood is maybe getting a little bit soft. Maybe there's a little bit of mildew in there, you know. And this kind of has that sort of vibe of that smell in the shed where all of our spring and summer stuff, all of the water equipment, everything in there that we store, it's all in there. The woods and the varnish and like I said, even a little bit of the mildewy. This kind of comes across to me as like mildewy, swampy, woody. None of that sounds pleasant, but it is. I'm telling you right now, this is incredibly wearable. And the thing that I find so funny about that is when I smell it and I have that association, I go, okay, but that doesn't really sound like something that you want to wear. But on me, it just smells beautiful. It's this great, it comes across really woody, like I said, and that makes sense with all the notes. There's like 4 different wood notes in it, but it's this dry, dark, smoky, but the smoky is very kind of, it's not like you're smelling barbecue. The smoky in this kind of is more of a vibe. It's more of the bitterness of smoke, I feel like. But it's such an interesting, fun fragrance. And just to see if I wasn't alone, I ran over to my folks' house and had my mom take a whiff of this. And I was like, okay, let me paint a picture for you. And then I handed her the thing and her eyes just got huge. She was like, oh my gosh, yeah. So she totally picked up on the thing that I'm smelling as well in it. And that's just great. I love that. I love that smell. The part of your brain that handles smell is like closely connected to long-term memory. So you can have these kinds of experiences where it's like taking me back 25 years or something, you know. Absolutely beautiful. What an amazing accomplishment. I think this is itself, the fragrance itself it's a statement maker. It's totally pleasant, it's totally wearable, in spite of everything that I've said. If it comes across like it's not, it absolutely is. But it's incredibly unique, which you can't really say incredibly unique because unique is, it's binary, it either is or it isn't unique. But this does stand out to me amongst a bunch of other woody fragrances that I've smelled before. They come across as kind of bad cedary fragrances or something else. But this is like mature wood, you know what I mean? Like this is I'm kind of struggling to find the words because I feel like there's so many pictures that you can paint with this fragrance. I do think that this probably tends towards a little bit older. I think younger guys probably maybe not as big of a fan of this because it's not very sweet. It's dry, woodsy, mildewy. Like, I keep saying mildewy, but like it kind of just gives me that kind of dank, musty sort of like the equipment that's been stored all year. That was your like springtime, you know, playing in the water sort of equipment. It's just beautiful. I just want to like wrap up in it. As for time and stuff like that, the practical effects, this one, as you can imagine, because it's got a lot of wood notes, it's very base heavy. So this one actually lasts a really long time on my skin. Very potent, lasts a really long time. Probably wouldn't wear this so much in the summertime, ironically, just because I think it might come across really strong. I'd have to limit it to like 1 spray, maybe 2 at most. But I think in the fall and the winter time though, this would be great. A nice warm scent. It'll be really, really pleasant. So I'm looking forward to wearing it then as I continue to collect more amazing scents from Mississippi, or from DS&Durga. I actually have another discovery set coming from them with a few that I'm quite looking forward to, including another fragrance enhancer that I might pick up at some point. But in the meantime, I'm not going to stop talking about DS&Durga until you guys check them out, because I feel like they are a really great underrated house, and they make some truly amazing scents that are unlike other things out there. So if you haven't, go to their website, buy their customizable discovery set. My recommendations: I really like Cowboy Grass, I really like Saint Vetiver, but they have a lot of really fun other fragrances that are pretty incredible. Those ones are all kind of, they smell different, but they're all kind of playing on a vetiver theme, or those two at least. So, you know, I would check out other things that they've got there, certainly. And let me know if there's something that grabs your interest from them, because I've smelled a lot of their stuff, but there's still some holes that I have to fill in the collection. So let me know, and I will talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.